Hi everyone, welcome to Java Techie. Have you heard about the Deepseek R1 model and the massive buzz it's creating across the internet? Right now, it's the talk of the town, and honestly, it's making waves in the AI industry. In fact, many big AI companies like ChatGPT, Google, Meta, Microsoft are already feeling the heat from this new competitor in the AI race. Well, if you have not heard about it yet, no worries. I will break down everything I know about the DeepSeek in this particular video. Here is what we are going to cover. What is DeepSeek R1 model? How is it better than other AI model? How does it work? High level overview of its internal architecture. Getting started, a quick overview. Then we'll also discuss about are developers jobs in risk. If it is a risk, then how to overcome it, how to overcome the fear of AI. Is the DeepSeek R1 model is genuine or it's just a hype? So we'll deep dive into all the details, but keep in mind everything I will be sharing is based on what I have found online. So until you do your own research, don't take my word as the ultimate truth. Okay? Alright. So without any further delay, let's get started. So let's begin with what is DeepSeek R1 model. DeepSeek R1 is an open weight AI model developed by Deepseek, which is a Chinese AI research company, and founder of this DeepSeek company is Liang Wenfeng. Initially, this DeepSeek was started as a side project, but day by day they trained the model and now we can see where it is. This DeepSeek is designed to be a strong competitor to OpenAI's GPT model by offering advanced reasoning and language understanding capabilities. Unlike big companies that spend millions or trillions of dollars, DeepSeek is delivering high performance AI without the crazy cost. If at high level we'll figure the number, DeepSeek spent over 5 or 6 million dollars to train the foundation model. On the other hand, the other companies like Google, Facebook, OpenAI have used 100 times more funds to do the same task. This is one of the open challenge to OpenAI model. That's not the end. For your information, to train the AI model, we need advanced GPU or you can consider as a chips. So in the race, Nvidia has maintained monopoly as it produces the most advanced chips for AI training and all AI companies Facebook, Meta, ChatGPT, Google, they all rely on this Nvidia infrastructure. However, DeepSeek took a different path. It ran on less powerful hardware. It means DeepSeek give message to world saying that AI can work without Nvidia advanced GPU or chips. This shocked the industry, causing Nvidia stock to drop 16.8% in just 2 days. That's crazy, isn't it? One of another standout feature of DeepSeek R1 its open source nature, which is released under the MIT license, meaning anyone can use and build on it. Its technology and research are publicly available. The research paper is also accessible and it allows people to replicate the research and experiment with it. Really out of the box, isn't it? I could say it's like an open challenge to OpenAI saying that I am not hiding anything, everything is exposed. Let's see what you can do. The result R1 became the number one app on the App Store, even surpassing the Chat GPT. You can see the number here, right? This is interesting. I can already imagine future AI battles where companies compete to create even more advanced model. It's going to get really exciting. I hope you now have a clear picture of DeepSeek and its current impact on the internet. Now let's take it a step further and explore how is it better than other AI models. So to understand how DeepSeek is better than other AI models, we need to compare various factors of it. like its pricing, accuracy, and benchmarking result. So let's do one thing. Let's check out the DeepSeek official release notes and see how it stacks up. Let's go to the browser, and if you'll search deepseek.com, then this is the official page of DeepSeek, and here you can see the announcement. DeepSeek R1 is now live and open source. Just click on that link. So if you look into this particular page, you'll find different release notes and proper documentation, how you can do your fast API call, models and pricing. Let's not focus on the documentation, rather let's focus on the recent release notes to understand how this DeepSeek is better than other OpenAI model. Okay, so DeepSeek R1 release performance on par with OpenAI O1. O1 is the latest model of OpenAI world, which is fully open source. This DeepSeek is completely open source and you can use it for your commercialized purpose. Okay, you don't need to pay a single rupees. That is what the main attraction of using DeepSeek by industry. Fine. Now let's go with the comparison. So there are different comparison you will find here. Let's look into the couple of benchmark testing and accuracy testing and pricing testing. Okay. So if you see this particular image, the blue mark, okay, let me minimize this blue mark is nothing your DeepSeek, and then this gray mark is your OpenAI O1 model, okay, and OpenAI O1 mini as well. You can see the different color for different OpenAI tool. Now if you see, this DeepSeek was recently released and it is up to the OpenAI O1 model, which is the latest release of OpenAI. Can you see here? In case of AIME, code, math, everywhere this DeepSeek beat the OpenAI O1 model. So at high level, if you will observe this particular graph, DeepSeek accuracy performance is similar to OpenAI's O1 model in reasoning tasks such as math, coding and scientific reasoning. As you know, O1 is the latest OpenAI model which was ruling the AI from couple of years, and this DeepSeek came directly and beat in all the way itself. It's like, the new kid in school who top in every test on the first day. It's completely 440-volt current, right? So wait, let me show you another accuracy comparison by Humanity last results. So if you'll check Humanity last exam, this is the accuracy result you can find about all the OpenAI. So let me show you this. Can you see here? See, the GPT accuracy is 3.3. However, this DeepSeek R1 accuracy is 9.4. And if you see the error percentage, GPT 4.0, 4.0, I can say 92.5. However, in DeepSeek it is 81.8. So these two, to compete DeepSeek again, OpenAI released this O3 mini medium and O3 mini high with better accuracy. These two, if I am not wrong, recently added, I mean 1 or 2 days back, because earlier when I checked the report, the last column was DeepSeek R1. But anyway, ChatGPT again compete back to the DeepSeek and he is also giving better model with better accuracy and with the less error. That's a good news, isn't it? So these results show how AI models are stepping up to tackle big challenges, from solving top problem to making ethical call and advancing our science. Now let's compare the pricing related stuff. We'll understand what is the charges by other OpenAI model and this DeepSeek. So again, if you'll go to the same page, you'll find somewhere the pricing difference. Yes, this is. Can you see here? Again, the blue color is nothing your DeepSeek, then O1 mini is the gray one. You can see the difference here. DeepSeek R1 model offers highly competitive pricing, a big discount over OpenAI. For processing 1 million input token, when I'm saying input token, you can, for example, let me show you. Let me go to, let's say, let me go to the chat GPT. I'm typing something, right? Who is Java Techie? Now these are the token. Each prompt is my token. Okay, few char sequence will be considered as a token. As of now, you can think in a way the prompt you are giving each word consider as a individual token. Now that's good. Let's go back here. Now, if you see the number here, for processing 1 million input tokens, the cost was approximately $0.55. However, if you see the price of OpenAI O1 model, it is $3, and in O1 preview, it is $15. See the huge gap in the number. Can you see the difference? It's clearly notable, right? Similarly, for output token, the Deepseek is charging only $2.19. To give 1 million output token, it charge $2.19. On the other hand, OpenAI's pricing is more expensive. Can you see here? It's $60. See the gap, 2.19 and $60. Seems there is a huge difference here. Deepseek R1 is much cheaper, which is around 27 times cheaper than other OpenAI model. You can see the result table here. Okay. Now, being a human, you tell me for commercial application which one you will go for. Obviously, the cheaper one, right? For example, let's say you want to purchase some woodland shoes and you compare the price in Mintra, which is 2000, and in Amazon, which is 3000. Which one you will go for? Definitely you will go for Mintra 2000, right? I hope you got it what I am trying to convince. It looks like China not letting other AI company to sleep for couple of days, isn't it? Just kidding. Now what we'll do, let's check the release notes and look into the other resources available in this release notes. Now if you see here, this is the research paper for DeepSeek which is publicly available. That is what the open challenge to OpenAI, right? Now if you want to read that what is that research paper, you can find it here only. Yeah, this one. So just check out this DeepSeek research paper where you can find everything from ground zero, how they started, the challenges they faced, and how they solved them. You will also get a complete architectural overview of their journey. You can download and read it. It's quite interesting. If you have time, just go through it once. Fine. Now, since we understand why this DeepSeek or how this DeepSeek R1 model is better than other OpenAI model, now let's move to the next step and understand how does it work. Okay, at high level, we'll understand what kind of algorithm is implemented in DeepSeek or how it is thinking. Okay, so at high level, if we'll compare the architecture of DeepSeek and OpenAI, DeepSeek model was trained using reinforcement learning mechanism. However, other AI models trained with supervised fine-tuning mechanism. Reinforcement learning is a training method where a model learns by trial and error. Wait, let me simplify this. What is reinforcement learning? By giving one simple example. Okay? Imagine you are a pet lover and you are training a dog. Let's call him Max. You want Max to learn how to fetch a ball. Here is how reinforcement learning works. The trial and error. That is what the term you need to remember when I am talking about reinforcement learning. Now what happened? Max ran after the ball, but he dropped it in a halfway. You say him, bad dog, that's a negative reward. You are not giving him any treat. Next time, he fetch the ball and bring it back. So you say him, goodbye Max, and give him a treat. That's a positive reward. Now, what will happen? Over the time, Max learned that fetching the ball and bringing it back, more treats. Dropping it, no treat. So he started doing the right things more often. Similarly, this DeepSeek model follow the same principle where agent will work based on the environment, or you can say the agent takes action in a simulated environment and gets the feedback in the form of reward for good action or penalties for bad action. The model then adjusts its behavior to maximize the rewards. All this stuff what we are discussing here, it's already clearly laid out in the research paper. Take a look sometime, it's super interesting. You no need to rely on those theories. Okay. Now let's understand what is supervised fine tuning mechanism which other AI models used. Okay. Supervised fine tuning is like a giving pre-trained AI model. Think of it as a smart but inexperienced intern in your project. Some extra training with real time examples to make it better at a specific task. It's called supervised because you are guiding the AI with clear instruction on what's right and what's wrong. So you have a OpenAI model, you are keep feeding him different commands, coding, QA, math, instruction, lot of things you are just feeding to your AI to train him better. Okay, that is what something called supervised fine tuning. This is what the other OpenAI model used. However, the DeepSeek is used reinforcement learning. Okay. Now let's move to the next mechanism. What DeepSeek is using, that is mixture of experts. Okay. DeepSeek R1 use a mixture of experts, or you can say MOE model, which is designed with 6071 billion total parameter, out of which 37 billion are activated for each token. This means a subset of model's parameter is activated for each input. For example, let's say you ask to DeepSeek R1 what is 2 plus 2. DeepSeek understand, okay, the user is asking something specific to the math. Let me bring my math experts to answer this. Now you ask to DeepSeek saying that, hey, can you write a Python code for a loop? Then he will bring the coding expert to respond you. Now let's say you ask something about physics. Then science expert steps up and breaks it down. So for different input, or for different prompt based on the category, they have different experts. And see the number, the active parameter 37 billions. This is really a big number, isn't it? So I hope this gives you a little insight into the awesome architectural move DeepSeek has made to deliver accurate and efficient response. Okay, so this really out of the box I could say at this moment. Now let's play with the DeepSeek. Okay, let's get started with the DeepSeek. So what we can do, we'll go to the DeepSeek chart and we'll try to explore it. So far we understand lot of theory. Okay, so what is DeepSeek, why it is better than other AI model, how it is working internally, lot of things we explored on theory, right? Now let's go to the browser and just type chart deepseek.com. Okay, if you are using it first time, if you don't have any account, then first you need to sign up. So you can read their warning message. Due to large scale malicious attacks on DeepSeek service, registration may be busy. Please wait and try again. Registered user can log in normally. Thank you for your understanding and support. So if you have already account, just go ahead and log in. If not, just click on sign up. You can provide your details, or you can also directly log in through your Google. Okay, I mean your Gmail account. Provide your email account and just sign in. This is just 20-second job. Okay, you do it by your own. Already I logged into my email ID. Okay, so this is what my chat.deepseek. Now the user interface looks similar with other OpenAI model, isn't it? Now let's try understanding, if I am giving prompt, how it is reacting and how it is giving the response to us. Okay, so let's go with the simple one, then we'll understand. So let me ask something. Who is Java Techie? Let's see whether we are getting any result or not. Great. It seems like Java Techie could refer to a person, a blog, a YouTube channel, or a company related to Java technology or software development. Without more context, it's difficult to provide a specific answer. Here are few possibilities. Java Techie, he figured out that there is a YouTube channel with this name. Then he found the blog and website, which is nothing my Medium blog. Then he is also thinking it might also be the nickname or online handle of a software developer or tech. Okay, fine. So at least we are getting some result. Now this feature is also offered by other AI models. So what's new here? If I'll ask same thing to the Chat GPT or Google Gemini AI, they will also give me the same response, right? How it is different? Well, here is the surprise. DeepSeek doesn't just provide you with an output, it also reveals what it thinks and how it analyzes to deliver that output. To experience this, let me ask something and I will ask DeepSeek, hey, how you are thinking or how you are analyzing, do let me know. So let me ask some technical question, okay? Design a parking lot, okay? Provide me design, okay? Provide me system design of a parking lot, okay? Now make sure I cannot zoom this, yeah, I can zoom this. Just enable this. By enabling this deep thing, we are just asking to DeepSeek, hey, how you are thinking, just summarize all of them. So let's run it. Let's wait for the result. See here, when you enable the deep thing, how what is the thought process of DeepSeek? He just summarized here. Then he started giving you the code snippet, proper description, what steps you need to follow, what is the DV design you need to do, lot of things. Okay. So the main advantages of this DeepSeek over other AI model, this deep think nature. Okay, so how he is thinking? Okay, the user asked for the system design of parking lot. Let me start by recalling what a parking lot system typically involves. First, I need to outline the basic requirements. The user probably wanted a high level design, maybe for an interview or a project. Let me break down the components. See how he is thinking. What is his thought process to give you the solution? Now, if you read it, parking lots have different type of parking spots, regular, handicapped, electric vehicle charging. So the system should track these. Also, there is the entry and exit point. See this. So let's say in interview, if someone is asking me design a parking lot, so all these steps will come to your mind. Then only you can design that use case, right? Then if you see here, then there must be they have defined the parking fee. See here. Now how to model this code? Maybe use object oriented principle, ticket, payment, all the things. Parking lot, number of floor, parking spot, vehicle, ticket, payment, how you want to expose the API, all the things. Okay, just see. I cannot read everything because this is the demo video. So you try by your own. Just use this chart, ask some technical question and ask him to analyze for you. Share the thought process with you. Okay, then you read and you compare your brain to this thinking or this thought process. This is a huge difference. This is one of the advantages I could say over other OpenAI model. And then you will get the sample results that other AI model also giving. Okay, that's what I was trying to convince, the thinking capacity or the thought process, how it analyze, everything will be publicly available for you. Fine. Now this is the plus point, do you understand? Now let's see a couple of negative point. When I'm saying negative, it's not negative. The model might be trained further to fix those issues. Okay. So let's say I'll ask something. Who is the current president of USA? See the output. As of my knowledge, cut off in October 2023, the current president of the USA, Joe Biden, but that is not. right? The current president is not Joe Biden. It means this DeepSeek doesn't have the current information. It has the data till October 2023. Okay, so again they will train their model further to just up to date with the market. That's not a big deal. I'm not in a state to decide the result. Okay, or I'm not comparing the chat GPT with this guy DeepSeek. I'm just trying to show you some results which I just explored. Fine, now let me ask, list down all the states of India. Let's see what is the answer. See the result? Great. Today it's giving all the result which is not correct. That is fine. Till 2023, what knowledge DeepSeek has, he provided the correct information. When I tried it 1 day or 2 day back, it was saying that sorry, ask me questions specific to the math, coding, and other stuffs. I'm not trained for these kind of answers. Okay. Yesterday I was getting this result, but anyway, that is improved. The model was well trained and we are getting the response back. That's cool. Okay. Great. So just go to this DeepSeek playground and start playing with it. This is not the only way to play with DeepSeek. You can also install it locally using Olama or Hugging Face, or run it with LM Studio or GPT-4 all. Okay. You can even integrate it directly with your Spring AI. Don't worry, I will be posting a dedicated video for that soon. But for now, let's not focus into that. Now let's move to the next one. I mean, we already get the picture of how to get started with DeepSeek. Now let's understand, does this AI will take away your jobs? I am pretty sure those who are watching my video, 70% people have this question on their mind, isn't it? That's genuine, guys. Since we know that this AI is so powerful and it's doing so many stuff, then definitely this question should comes to our mind. But let me tell you the fact, and again, this is my personal opinion, so please take it in a positive way. On a serious note, AI is definitely transforming the landscape, but developers' jobs are not at risk. They are evolving. Let me tell you how. AI won't take everyone's job directly, but it will make companies so efficient that fewer people will be needed. For example, in a stable project, if a company has 10 employees, then AI could help reduce the team to some number. Okay, with those available employee, they can do rest other employees work by taking the help of AI tool, which will increase the productivity of project and save the cost of your company. Let me share few key points that will clear up the fear of hearing we don't need programmers anymore in AI world. If you know, in AI world there is a term called we don't need programmers anymore. Now let's prove it whether that is a real fact or it's just a hype. Okay. Now let's understand what AI can do for you. So AI can automating repetitive tasks. AI can help automate simple repetitive coding tasks like writing boilerplate code, checking your bugs, or testing. So this will definitely save developers time so they can focus on more creativity and complex problem. But AI will never replace the need for creativity in coding. Developers are still the one to design the system, making the decision, and solving real world problem. For example, let's say you are developing some complex scenario where you might need to do multiple database mapping, event sourcing, batch processing. Then AI can't fully analyze or design this for you. But what it can do, it will help you with the technical aspect like suggesting the pseudocode. Ultimately, you are the developer. It's your job to brainstorm and decide what design is best fit for your use case, isn't it? So it can only help to automate your repetitive task in your day-to-day life. Next, if you remember, AI assisted development. Whatever the ID you are using, whether it is IntelliJ, Eclipse, or STS, or Visual Studio, to smooth our development process, AI have lot of plugin. They provided lot of plugin to each and individual ID to help the developer to increase the productivity. So tools like GitHub Copilot use AI to suggest code snippet or even write entire function for you, which speed up your development. But there could be a chance to get wrong output. Also, we can expect just sample code snippet rather than our actual use case, isn't it? So this will help you in real time to just increase your productivity. Now, if I'll ask AI to draw me a finger, to draw me a hand, he might come up with a six finger, right? So AI can do the mistake. So you can use that as part of your development part, but don't trust him blindly. Rather, just get the idea from him or get the technical output from him to use it in your project. Okay, he will just assist you. So developer still need to guide the AI, ensure the code is secure, and decide how to integrate it into your larger system. Now, if you think about the next point, building a AI model. So AI like Deepseek or GPT model need huge amount of data and fine tuning by experts. This training process requires developers to understand machine learning framework and optimize the performance and address ethical concerns. Okay, so to design a AI model, we need a developer who can feed the input to different open AI model, whether it is ChatGPT or DeepSeek. So the truth is, AI itself does not create a new AI model from scratch. It needs human developers to guide and refine its learning. So the role of the AI developers is far from going away. Okay. So at the end, the final truth I could say about the risk of your job, AI will transform many tasks and make some job easier or faster, but it will never completely replace the need for skilled developers. The real challenges for developer will be to adapt, learn new tools, and figure out how to leverage AI to enhance their work, not fear being replaced. So, as long as you stay curious and consider AI as a tool, your job is safe. Developers and AI can work together as a team. AI is just here to make your life easier, not to steal your job. It's like having a robot buddy who does the heavy lifting while you focus on the fun stuff. Okay, so keep coding. You no need to fear about whether the AI will take your job or not, but few things you need to consider to stay active or to stay ahead in the IT world. Now, how can I stay confident and not fear that AI will take my job? So there are a couple of strategy to safeguard your job. You need to focus on them. As you know, AI is evolving fast, and while it might not replace developers today, it will impact the industry in the coming years. That's the reality, guys. We can't ignore it. So how do you stay ahead? So first, you need to upskill yourself in artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI has a bright future, and companies will expect developers to do more than just write your code. Use AI as a tool, not as a master. AI can help you learn faster and build better. But if you blindly copy paste code without understanding it, you are at risk. That is the fact. You need to accept it. Now, the next one, build and innovate with AI. Instead of fearing it, use AI to create something new. For example, 5 years ago, if someone will ask me to clone an e-commerce app, it will take 2 to 3 months or more than that. But today, with AI, it might take just 1 or 2 days, including front-end integration. Now, whether your job is safe or not, if you know how to leverage AI to increase your productivity, you are safe. But if you are still in the hello world phase and just copying answer from OpenAI without learning, then that's absolutely risky. No one can save you. Okay. Now, please consider my advice. I have been using OpenAI for over 2 years for my office work and for my YouTube and for my blogs. For everything, I am using OpenAI, but I never depend on it blindly. I take AI generated concept as a reference only, then I explore them with hands on POC. That's the right way to grow, buddy. I'm not here to demotivate you, rather than I'm just guiding you. Use the OpenAI to upskill yourself rather than depending on that AI model for your career. Okay, so just start upskilling and stay ahead in the game. Now the last one, which I don't want to discuss, but since I found couple of blog over the internet, those are pointing to the Deepseek R1 model, whether it is real or just hype. So first of all, Deepseek has entered the AI race like a pro, surprising big companies that never expect such competition. This has led to some controversies, but I don't want to again get into that. If you are curious, I will share couple of link in video description, or I will just showcase them within a minute. So if you are interested, just go with those links. So these are few articles I found over the internet. DeepSeek's AI model test limits of US curves on NVIDIA chips. USA is saying that these DeepSeek internally use the NVIDIA chips. Whether it is fact or wrong, I don't know. You just go with it if you like to stay in the controversy, or if you want to know about it. Okay. Now again, Italy regulator seeks information from DeepSeek on data protection. The data was not safe in DeepSeek. That is what they are trying to convince. So this is the link. I'll share the link. Then at the end, Microsoft also now started blaming to DeepSeek, saying that DeepSeek internally use the OpenAI data. Okay, it is using the model of DeepSeek is copying the OpenAI data. So again, don't jump into this controversy. You just check the link for your reference. Instead of worrying about these debates, focus on using DeepSeek to grow your career. Let the big companies fight it out. At the end of the day, we'll just get more advanced AI with just their fighting. Okay, so sit back and enjoy the ride. Well, I hope we have covered enough about the DeepSeek model and its impact on the AI world. If you enjoyed this particular video and want me to create content on how to use DeepSeek locally or integrate it with Java and Spring application, do let me know in a comment section. Your feedback will help shape the next DeepSeek integration guide. Okay, that's all about this particular video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Meet you soon with a new concept.